What if the apps you use daily could talk to each other and handle your busy work? Do you know that every minute you spend manually organizing files, sending reminders, or syncing apps is the time you could be spending on what really matters? Today, I will show you how to set up your first automation workflow and take back control of your day. So, let's first talk about what is an automation workflow. It's a series of connected steps where one app triggers an action in another, making tedious processes a thing in the past. The first step is called the trigger. It's like flipping the switch that starts everything. For example, maybe a customer fills out a form on your website, or you get a new email. And the second step is the action. That's what happens automatically, like adding the customer to your CRM systems, or sending your team a notification. Here's an example to make it real. Picture this: someone submits their information through your website's contact form. Instead of manually copying that data into your CRM, an automation workflow does it for you instantly. Or imagine you upload a file to Dropbox, and just like that, your team gets a Slack message letting them know it's ready to go. This is where automation workflow shines. It connects your apps and handles these repetitive tasks for you seamlessly and effortlessly. In this video, I will guide you step by step to create your first automation workflow, so you can streamline your tasks and focus on what truly matters. And we will use the most popular automation platform, which is Zapier. And it's a powerful automation tool that connects the apps you use every day to streamline your work and save you countless hours. By the end of this video, you will see just how easy it is to set up your first workflow and start saving time right away. First things first, let's get you started with Zapier. If you don't already have an account, head over to zapier.com and sign up. It's quick, free, and gets you access to powerful automation tools right away. If you already have an account, go ahead and log in. Once you are in, you will land on the Zapier dashboard. Let me show you around. On the left side of the page, you will see the bright orange Create button on the top, which allows you to create Zaps, and it's your starting point for building an automation workflow. You will also find a menu with options like your Zaps, tables, chatbots, app connections, and task history. Zapier also has an extensive library of app integrations and templates, and you can access them at the top here, the discovery feature on the side menu. You can explore the templates by use cases based on your needs, such as sales pipeline, marketing campaigns, and customer support. Or you can filter the templates based on the apps you use in your daily workflow. Zapier connects with 7,000 apps. It covers basically all the apps and platforms you will use in your daily work, such as Google Sheets, Gmail, Slack, and more. So whether you are using Gmail, Slack, Salesforce, or any other tools, chances are Zapier can connect them and automate that workflow for you. And if you are not sure where to start, their templates can help you set up common workflows in just a few clicks. It's all designed to make automation as smooth and accessible as possible. Next, let's set up your first automation workflow step by step, and I will guide you through the process with a live demo. By the end, you will have an automated system that saves you time and eliminates repetitive tasks. To begin, let's click the Create button and choose Zaps to start building our workflow. Zapier workflow are made up of two parts, a trigger and an action. Think of the trigger as the starting event and the action as the task that gets done automatically. For this demo, we will create a workflow where responses from a Google form are automatically added to a Google Sheet. First, let's set up the trigger. Start by selecting Google Forms as the trigger app. If you've never connected this app before, Zapier will prompt you to log into your Google account and grant permissions. I also need to connect my Google account because I signed up with a new email for this live demo. Once connected, you will choose the trigger event. In this case, select a new form response, which means the workflow will start every time someone submits your form. After that, Zapier will ask you to pick the specific form you want to use. I will select the form I created earlier for customer feedback. Now comes the fun part, testing the trigger. Zapier will check for recent form submissions. If it finds one, you will see the sample data appear on the screen, showing exactly what Zapier is pulling from the form. So let's test it out. I will submit the form and see if Zapier can pull the information correctly from the Google form I submitted. I will type the answers inside the form, the name, email address, and the ratings, all the services, nothing to improve, and yes, and hit the submit. Alright, now let's head back to Zapier and see if it gets the data I just submitted. Let's connect the testing trigger, and it only got one response, but this one is the sample response, not the one I submitted actually. I think there might be some delay, so let me click the find new records button to pull the new information. Now it got the correct information I just submitted. The answers, email, name, everything is correct, so we are ready to move on. Now let's set up the action. This is the part where Zapier does the work for you. You can either click continue with the selected record or click this action. Here we will use Google Sheet as the action app. After selecting Google Sheets, choose the action event create a spreadsheet row. This means every time the trigger fires, Zapier will add a new row to your chosen spreadsheet. Like before, if you haven't connected Google Sheet yet, Zapier will ask you to log in and authorize access. Once connected, select the spreadsheet you want to use. I've chosen a sheet I created for this demo called feedback response, which already has headers like name, email, and other questions from the Google form. And the next step is mapping the fields from Google Forms to the columns in the spreadsheet so that Zapier knows where to put each data. After you choose the form you want to update, you will see the headers from the form here inside Zapier to help you map the fields correctly and effectively. You can click this plus icon to map the field. For example, the name field in Google Forms maps to the name column in Google Sheets, and this pop-up represents the fields inside the Google form we created before. So we're simply connecting the correct columns in Google form and to the Google spreadsheet. Let me quickly map each field, and we can continue to our next step. Zapier will show the form fields it put during the trigger test, like name and email. This ensures that every response is added to the right place. With everything mapped correctly, it's time to test this workflow. Let's click this test step to check if it updates the Google Sheet. And yes, it was updated with the correct information inside each field. Finally, don't forget to publish and turn on your Zap, otherwise it will not work automatically. There is a toggle switch at the top of the screen. Just click it to activate or deactivate this workflow. From now on, every time someone submits your Google form, their information will automatically flow into your Google Sheet, which saves you time and effort. And that's it. You will just set up your first automation workflow. It's simple, effective, and just the beginning of what you can achieve with Zapier. Next, let's take your automation workflow to the next level by customizing and refining it. Once your basic trigger and action are set, you can enhance the workflow by adding additional steps. For instance, after our Google Form submission adds a new row to the Google Sheet, let's configure Zapier to send a notification to a Slack channel. To do this, click the plus icon here to add another step in the workflow and select Slack as the app. For the action event, choose Send Channel Message. Connect your Slack account and let's map the fields. I've created a channel called Tutorial and I will choose that one. For the message text, I can set the message to include the customer's name, email, and their feedback directly from the form submission. The next field is send the message from a bot or from you. Select Yes. It will be the bot to send the message to the channel. If selected No, this message will appear to come from you, but direct messages are always sent by bots. For the bot name, I will keep the Zapier default one. The bot icon field allows you to customize the icon that appears next to your bot's message in Slack. This field is optional, so you don't have to provide a value unless you want to customize the bot's appearance. You can also include the link to this app at the end of each message, so that your team or you can edit the Zap easily if needed. You can also choose to attach an image in the message, but this is also optional. There's a lot of customizations you can make to this Slack message, and I will not go through all of them, but you can try it out based on your needs. Great! The message was sent to the correct channel with the correct information. The format doesn't look good though, but you get the idea, right? We can always go back to Zapier and edit it to make it look better. However, Zapier is not just about connecting apps. It's packed with powerful built-in tools that let you take your workflow to the next level. So let me show you a few of the most impactful ones you can use to customize and supercharge your automation. The filters tool allows you to control when your workflow runs. For example, if you only want a workflow to trigger for customers who rate your services below 3 stars in the feedback form, you can set a filter to check the rating before moving forward. This ensures your automation is precise and only runs when it's relevant. The formatter tool lets you transform data within your workflow. For instance, if your form collects dates in one format, but your CRM requires another, formatter can reformat it automatically. You can also use it to adjust the text, numbers, or even split full names into first and last names before they are passed to another app. Another powerful tool is webhooks. It allows you to send or receive data from almost any app, even those not natively supported by Zapier. It's an advanced feature, but incredibly useful for some unique business needs. These built-in tools give you the flexibility to design workflows that truly fit your processes, no matter how complex or unique. So, Zapier is a game changer for automating tasks across industries. For small businesses, you can automate invoice reminders to ensure clients never miss a payment. Creators can use Zapier to automatically share new blog posts or videos on social media, saving tons of time. And sales teams can streamline need management by updating CRMs wherever a new need comes in. Whether you are automating tasks for your team, your business, or just to make your life easier, Zapier has endless possibilities. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials like this. If you have any questions or ideas, drop them in the comments below. I would love to hear from you. And see you in the next video.